Alright, just getting the lobby set up. Demi, please.
I'll do it. Demi got lobby bug, got lobby bug, Oh, like you're doing the intros for this one, and you have no choice.
Excuse me?
I said you were doing the intros for this one, and you have no choice. What?
Demi.
Wait.
Anyway. Alright, here we go.
How too was I am, Sydney?
Were you
So
in the
that was-
StarCraft area though?
Yes, I was there during my breaks because remember I was working for ESL.
Yeah.
Had my Splice jersey on and everything during my break. I was like, yeah, StarCraft! Because it was Maynard, Pig, Moonglade, and Zeph casting, wasn't it?
Yes.
And NX took out Probe in the first round. Oh, still remember him jumping up on stage. But speaking of jumping around and being amazing, welcome everybody to Disco Bloodbath Outly. We dance in the blood of our enemies just underneath the Ewok statue, where apparently Strip Club is. I don't know the lore of that. Don't know how Steel came up with that one, but oh well. But anyway, sporting in the northwest, the Red Brutus from Alpha X in Vietnam, looking to make his debut win in the GPO. This is Justice Simon. And sporting in the southeast position, Never Eat Seaweed, looking to make it a lucky 7-time GPO champion. Give it up for the person representing OSC Elite in India. It's Debbie!
Did you just say never eat seaweed?
Yeah. North, east, southwest.
Hey, wasn't it never eat soggy Weet-Bix?
Oh, yeah.
What are you on about? I was like, what? Hey, I don't know if the next generation of Aussies learned something else, but...
We're the same generation, like! We're both Gen Y.
Hey.
As in, why don't we have any jobs? As in, why can't I get a house? As in, why can't I cast professionally for a career, Dad? Boy, that went dark. So both playing standard at the moment.
Yeah, both playing fairly standard. Don't have a proxy coming out of Justice Simon. We don't have any proxy hatches or anything crazy like that. We do have this probe though. We did see a previous game where he did throw down a proxy pylon, but it did get scouted last time. Yeah, this probe getting shooed away by these lings, and Demi going for his quite a fast third base. Okay.
No, that's Kukaracha timing, if I ever saw it.
Tis Kukuracha timing. And
Immediately
Demi
after
going
the
for that.
spawning pool.
Yeah. And Demi going for that fast Overlord speed.
Oh, you usually get Overlord speed now with all the matchups. Except
Yeah.
for CPC, of course, because, you know, CPC, we still only scout with Overlords.
Yep. Yeah. His Zing speed will be a little bit late because of that. And we do have an Oracle coming out of Simon. Okay.
Yeah,
Which
not a
I
proxy
don't.
this time.
Yeah, but I don't think it's been spotted by Demi this time. I think this starport was thrown down a little bit faster.
Well,
The Overlord is coming in.
Yeah. And it will spot it, I think.
But will he be able to? Yeah, he's starting spores now, but we already have the Oracle going across the map, so it could get there before the spores are done.
And no spores in the natural as well. And this third as well, only just finishing. No spores.
But he does have queens at the natural, so he could still protect his mineral line with them. It does kind of depend what angle Simon comes in at.
Cool. What? Okay, that was weird. Yeah, mainly throwing spines down in that third. You can get one drone there.
Yeah.
Gotta get a lava. Oh, get to cancel.
Yeah.
Okay, but is he gonna lose it? No, I'm just gonna get it down to about half health.
Yeah. 2 workers and a larva. It's all right. It's not ideal, but it's still better than nothing. And yeah.
Demi going for that lair. Really quick lair.
I imagine we're probably going to see a Spire at some point.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm thinking if there's no other tech here, there's no Roach Warren, and there's the Lings going across the map.
Actually, yeah, you're right. Like, typically we'd see a Roach Warren by now. Like, he could just be taking up to Lair to Nidus for, like, just Nidus Lings or something along those lines. Like, especially because he's making more Lings now.
Actually, I was going to save that third. And actually, with this adept pressure coming through, does he have Glaives this time?
he
doesn't.
Not. He doesn't have Glaives. But there aren't Roaches. Like, there is a huge wave of Lings coming out, but against Adepts, like, they're not ideal. So he could potentially deal a lot of damage, especially with the Shade into the natural.
Gotta eliminate these Lings, like, immediately, but could overwhelm just with the sheer number of the Queens. Gonna Shade straight onto the main. 5 workers already going down. 7, do I hear 8? Do I hear 8? Do I hear 8? Nope, Shade into the main. Only 4 Adepts left, but immediately gonna get recalled. Only 2 will survive.
Yeah, and that push did quite a bit of damage. 8 worker kills and I don't know how many Lings, but
And, there's the Spire. Why we are not surprised because there's no other tech choices, and Simon did get a full scout of that main as well.
Yeah, he should.
So he knows what's coming.
Yeah, he should suspect something's up. Like he doesn't.
No, Lings. Okay.
But they have really low health though. If they're gonna get in. Oh god.
But the Oracles are there with the health. 2 workers already going down. 3 workers, could be 4, could be maybe more. They're going to the main now. And this might be the scout damage he was looking for. And may get some more damage. More workers going down. Gonna even up the workers. Let's even get even more. 10 workers already going down. The main are dead. Oh, nice.
Nice.
But Spire already done. Immortals. I don't think he knows that Aspire is on the way. Because he's making Immortals. He's getting blinks. So gonna be going for those blink sockets, which is not bad against Mutas.
Yeah. So he will have something to combat the mutals, but again, like he doesn't know that that's the tech choice. Like he didn't see anything, so it could be mutas, it could be nidus, it could be hydras, or infestation pit for swarm hosts. Like he's not too sure. We should see a scout coming out of Simon soon, especially because he has so many sentries. Like he should be able to hallucinate something and just send it in. But as it is, there we go. Until that happens, though, I'm a little bit worried because last time we saw mutas come out, they completely blindsided him and lost him the game in the end.
Yeah, but with Blink as well, he's more able to deal with those. So he can blink back, save like the War Prism that's out.
Yeah, and here comes the hallucination. He should be able to scout it, hopefully.
Yeah, he sees it. But now does he scout the Roach Warren?
Okay.
Is that another wave of Lings going into the natural? No, it's the mutas.
It's the mutas.
It's the mutas, but should be a warp in maybe soon, but already damage going down. But there's a push on going onto the third. Maybe these players wanted to trade. At the moment now, it's just Blink Stalkers. Nice! Force fields there! A Blink straight onto the army, and I think Simon's going to push this out. These mutas are going to have to come back right now. Six Stalkers getting walked in at this third as well. A Revelation straight onto the mutas as well. So he knows that they're going to be coming for this army. And look at that army of demis. It's already low.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to go all in, but he also warped in at home and he defended against the mutas, so they didn't deal too much damage. And now he's killed the third. He's going to try and push into the natural as well. There are a couple of Ravagers, a couple of Roaches, but with good enough force fields, he should be able to cut this army.
Yeah, and with these workers going to the fourth, Demi has to protect this. He has to protect that third.
Yeah, I feel like Simon's taking a little bit too much time here.
He's going back.
I don't know.
I think he thinks of the threat of the mutas is too great.
I guess. I mean, he does know that fourth is there, so killing that third was good, but I mean, the game's just going to continue because all the workers just transferred over to the next base, right?
But no,
let's change things.
Actually, this is a really scary army here for Simon. Even like gets mutas, like
yeah,
there's just so many links. But Kennen is up in time, and especially with the shield battery here, there's going to be no workers going down, but the blink forward. Oh, doesn't manage to get the Overseer, and actually has to be careful because Demi could actually turn and get that War Prism.
I'm a little bit scared for Simon because his Robo hasn't been making anything recently. Because I saw his army, I'm like, there's only one Immortal. Like he's not making anything else out of his Robo, and I think that's an accident.
It's got to be Lurkers here from Demi. Not really that many Immortals, so could actually prove detrimental. And there's not really much splash damage here for the Protoss.
Yeah. There's no Storm. There's no High Templar. There's nothing really. It's just pure Stalker. I think he's. Oh my god.
But actually, he can kite this army pretty back, like with the blinks as well. Bait them back into force fields and get rid of all of them. And nice revelation there. And especially with this Oracle as well, when those Lurkers start to come out, those revelations are going to be so huge. Already pre-splitting his army here. Going to split back. The force fields start coming down. Files not really connecting with the army trust, trying to get rid of these force fields. But more and more force fields going down. Files going to start connecting, actually getting rid of some of these Hydralisks there, but I think this is too much here for Simon. He needs to pull back. The War Prism is in a very exposed spot. Does manage to pick up a couple of Hydras. Blood Dead is almost finished. Maybe start to see him come out now, but the pre-splitting here for the Concave, it's going to be really good. And actually, the fact that Demi has stopped mutas, there's no real threat for Simon at home, so he can just keep on pushing if he wants, and another nice revelation there.
Yeah, Lurkerden is going to finish up soon. It just did finish, and there are some Lurkers on the way.
2 Lurkers to be exact. Actually, could Demi blink onto? No, that's too big of a gap to blink on, right?
Yeah, and the Oracle has run out of energy, so he won't be able to revelation those Lurkers once they come out.
Oh, he's going to push in right now. The Lurkers do borrow, but they're not in range. Okay, now they move forward. The blink's back. The bar's going straight into the army. And the Spires rush forth. Okay, now he knows that lurkers are there. Charge lots are going to be coming in. And right now, it's the army first. There's the revelation.
Oh, he picks him up.
Oh, no. Oh, wow. This is going to be it. Simon, is he doing it? He's pushing back. The lurkers are getting pulled right now.
The lurkers are down.
The lurkers are down. But the drones, they keep on coming forward. But actually, Demi, he's pushing this back even further. There is no lurkers at the moment. It's just roaches against stalkers. Lings starting to be made. But here comes the charge lots that tag. And I think Simon, he's pushed them back. This hawk is going to go down. The third has no workers. And I think Simon has just taken the game off Demi. Maybe not. I keep cursing it.
There's a lot of Lings on the way.
Yeah,
and they're going to be able to... they're going to be able to
get... Here comes the charge lots. Charge lots are on the way.
Yeah.
This is so nerve-wracking right now. Demi does have that 1 point advantage, so it will be a tight game if Simon decides to take this fight. And he's actually taking it. This base, it's going to be going down the flank forward. Simon, has he done this? Splits away. Going to be taken down. It's GG. It's going to be called. Simon is going to tie up the series.
Holy fuck. Hey.
Oh, my vocal cords.
Simon just took a game off of Demi.
Yeah.
He just took a game off of Demi.
Yeah.
You understand what that means? Oh my god. Does Demi know it's loser's pick? Does he know this? Oh god.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, he does know. Ephemera next.
He's like, I don't know. People just keep making lobbies. I just joined them. I mean. And with that, Simon ties up the score 1-1. Doesn't quite take the lead as Demi does start with a 1-0 advantage coming from the upper bracket.
Yeah. Oh my god, that timing. The fact that he kept that Oracle alive just enough so he could get that Revelation pick off the lurkers. Absolutely brilliant. Cool. Yeah, I'll play against Demi's turn. Let's go. I think Simon needs to relog.
Yeah. Potential lobby bug.
Oh my god. I'm just rewatching it now on stream and just the fact that he knew the timing to blink forth and pick off any units that were weak enough and be able to pull back and minimize his losses.
Yeah, I was really concerned because Simon, he was just making pure blink stalker. And against like Demi's army composition, I wasn't too sure if they were going to do well, but like he, with the force fields, with his, micro pulling back, with the revelations, like he just managed to pull it all together. Yeah, it was really impressive. Yeah, and Demi saying like he should have kept his lurkers back. Like, yeah, like again, like he just had that one oracle for revelations. Like he, the amount of vision that he could get for those bird units was very limited. It was just very lucky of him. Like each time he was able to get those lurkers with it.
Alright. Simon's in. Get ready as I recover my voice.
All right, here we go.
Woohoo! Oh man. Simon gets onto match point. Ah!
And he could whip out that adept build and not forget Glaives. I mean, it could happen.
Anyway, welcome everybody to the second map of the grand final for the GPO number 7. And we are going to be on Ephemeron LE, the most effeminate of all the map pools. And spawning in the bottom right, the hope of all Protosses in GPO, the Vietnam Terror. This is Justice Simon. And spawning up in the top left, hoping to look to get onto match point for this series, looking for 7th GPO title in a row. Give it up for Debbie!
So, something I want to say just quickly, because I don't know if many people are familiar with Justice Simon. You know, when we think of the C region, like we think of like the top Australians or Demi, or even when you think of Vietnam, Risky. And when you think of Vietnam, you think of Mia Micah, right? Like, because he is like pretty much everyone agrees that he is the top Vietnamese player. But in recent times, he has been focusing on the Vietnamese scene. He has like been, you know, getting them to practice more, getting them to play more, you know, kind of training them up. And with VTL starting, we do see like a couple of these Vietnamese players like pop up and they're improving, you know, they're performing better and better each time we see them. Players like Simon, players like Upley, Protos Nam, like we see these Vietnamese players like, you know, taking, you know, we see him now taking games off of Demi, right? Like, it's insane.
Yeah, and it's just the fact that we've like seeing these players rise up and knowing they may be potential future stars as well. It's really like great to see him like taking it to the old guard like Demi, Azure, like, and to be honest,
Beastork.
Yeah, Beastalk as well. Like it's always comforting to know that we've got stars coming up and like to help push forward the tradition of StarCraft competitive esports. And I mean, did me and Micah say that we're gonna have like a Vietnamese LAN tournament? Like this was like last year sometime. He tagged me in the Twitter. He was like,
"Yeah, I'm not sure if that already happened."
Right? Yeah,
because up until recently, like there were a lot of like events in Vietnam happening, but there wasn't English coverage happening for it.
Yeah. And now we provide English cover for the Vietnamese team league. There's also Our Die as well. WESG as well had their qualifiers the other day.
Yeah.
The other week or about a month ago. And it's nice to see that like all these small regions coming up as well. And yeah, that's a quick robo. And Glaives is actually getting Glaives this time. He's not forgetting.
Yeah. So it looks like we're going to be seeing Mass Adept coming out of Justice Simon.
But that is a lot of links coming through.
Yeah, there are quite a lot of Lings. Adepts should fare like well against them. It does kind of depend on how many Adepts he has though, because Warp Gate isn't even finished yet.
Yeah, he's got 10 seconds on it. Does Demi want to strike before that? It looks like he doesn't know how long Warp Gate is going to take, but it is now completed.
Yeah, and Simon is reinforcing the wall. I do feel like potentially he should throw down a shield battery if he feels the need to. There aren't more lings though. Like this isn't a ling flood, so.
Like, there's a DT shrine.
Of course there is.
Like, there's a DT shrine.
This could just be.
Yeah, go.
This could just be for Archon drop, but yeah, like we do already see spores coming down from Demi, so DTs on their own, they shouldn't do too much damage.
Oh, I know what he's going to do. He's going to push in with these glaive depths and also have DTs hitting another. So he's going for a multi-prong with glaive depths and DTs, but the DT shrine is a bit of a ways away.
Yeah, it will take its time to finish up. But until then, we do have all these depths, and there are a couple of roaches on the way. But okay, there is quite a lot of roaches.
Yeah, Debbie knows not to fall for this multi-pronged harass, and he doesn't even see where the warp prism is. He's already getting drones to go away, but the shade straight to the fed. There's nothing here. He's already pulled the workers in anticipation.
The Dark Shrine is done. He's going into the main.
Yeah. But he has got units following it. And he's going to get rid of that queen. The shade straight onto the main. The army's there. They're fighting. Kuro, quick. But is he just going to pick off the queen? Oh, no, he's just going to descend.
Yeah, he's going to get the third.
Okay. He has got an overseer. So once again, we see Simon picking off the third early.
This time, though, there isn't a backup base for the drones to go to.
And now the DTs are going to be coming into the main. The overseer is following, so yeah, it should know that there's not really too much he could do with those with those DTs.
Yeah, but that was really well played from Simon, because if he had just gone for the third straight up, like those roaches would have been able to defend it fine. Like in reality, Demi shouldn't have lost that third, but because he kept shading into the main, because he was splitting up his army, Demi was forced to back off and try and defend his natural and main at the same time, and he let his third get taken out. So this is a really big move coming out of Justice Simon.
Yeah, the fact that Justice Simon himself isn't taking his third, he's just tacking up, going straight into the mortals now, and now we see Banelings being made here, as well as an Evo chamber for Demi. So looking to get that +1 done as well. And I'm surprised we haven't really seen Nidus this series, and we often don't think that Demi as a Nidus player. But I wouldn't be too surprised if Demi decides to go for maybe like a Nidus play sometime. Maybe if he loses this match, he may decide to go Nidus, because let's be honest, Swarmhost Nidus is so overpowered.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even just need to go Swarmhost Nidus. Like they could just do Nidus. Like a 2-base all in with them or something. Yeah. I am getting a little bit worried that
that army though.
And there it is, the Spire.
The Spire. And there's actually only Archons here for the anti-air. And oh no, the Lings, they're gonna sink by. Oh, okay, I thought they were going. Never mind.
What if they do though? He's walling off completely. He's committed. He doesn't plan on coming back.
And if he went for a Bane boss.
Well, but we do have him pushing forward. The Spire is done, but there aren't any mutas on the way yet.
Yeah, he sees these Archons and knows that, I potentially couldn't do stuff here.
Yeah, this Roach army isn't that big. Like, he could, but there aren't any sentries though, so he won't be able to force field the army.
Oh, but he is going to use the shades as a distraction technique. Because there's no way that many shades to go away.
Yeah.
And then now there's Banelings morphing, and especially actually managed Biles gonna let it takes out an Archon. And yeah, there's just too much here. And not using the Warp Prism micro, just gonna targetify the Archons down. And now everything is in such great danger. That's actually gonna push it. The Banelings can't connect because there's so many Roaches in front. But here comes the Warp Prism for the potential micro. Actually, yeah, okay, there it is. Actually loses one. Gotta use, and I think that's all the Adepts going down.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 do get out. Spire's getting remade?
What? Did he lose the Spire?
I think he cancelled it because he was like, I need the money for army.
Okay.
Well, the fact that Simon is keeping Demi on 2 bases right now, he's not even looking to get his third back. Okay, now he's getting his third down somewhere else. Never mind. But that is such a far location from the natural. There's not that much creep to keep it together. They're both getting their thirds at the same time, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like Justice Simon probably should have gotten his throw down a little bit sooner, but like he couldn't get a probe out because he had completely walled off his natural, right?
Yeah.
So, but like he's looking pretty good. Delaying the third so much for Demi, like Protoss is looking in a really good spot this game.
Support Bay finally finished, and it's going to be Disruptors.
Oh, okay.
Demi decides, oh hell no, I don't need that to have that in my life.
I'm a little bit worried though because finally there are mutas on the way, and he doesn't really have much anti-air, especially with Disruptors coming out as well.
But has got sentries. Oh, there's a DT here, no Overseer. Maybe we can potentially get more of their force fields go down. Trying to save it actually saves this fair because of the DT. But the Overseer is here now, and that DT is good as gone.
But the mutas are on their way, and there aren't any Archons. There's sentries. That's all he's got. That's all his anti-air.
And I don't think he even scouted this way, so he's going to have no cannons into the main. And those Disruptors can be easy to pick off, especially with the mutas.
Yeah. Demi does back off, letting Simon secure his third, which is huge. But again, those mutas could deal a lot of damage.
Yeah, they're going in right now.
Him.
Into the natural, already starting to get more, but that natural's already oversaturated. Stalker's going to get warped in. It should be enough to deter. Only getting 5 workers, so not too bad. Just as I mean, it's already working on a reduced economy. That push almost. That War Prism decides to go for the third, like meanly straight into Sentries. Decides, nah, I'm good. But does manage to pick up some workers at the third and goes straight into the main. The Stalkers are there as well. More and more Stalkers actually getting warped in, and that's actually not too bad. May actually decide to go get Blink as well. Because with a just a roach Baneling army, it's not that efficient. Especially when there's the depths, and if you get Blink Stalkers as well, it's not really looking that good.
Yeah, despite like Simon's best efforts, he does end up losing a total of 12 workers throughout all of that. Like even though like he was pulling them and trying to get as many Stalkers out as he could.
Lost mining time as well.
Yeah.
I think
luckily
it's the fact that... sorry.
Oh, well, luckily he did manage to save all of his disruptors and all of his high-tech units. Like he did try and go in and snipe them, but he did save them in the end.
And I think also the fact that Simon took his third way late, that he is having such a negative effect on his economy that it's just too much here. Like Demi's now soaring ahead. He's getting his fourth. Take a look at that income advantage. Demi's so far ahead.
Yeah. But again, it will come down to the fight because, like, even though he has a much larger army, like with really good disruptor shots, like he could sway it in Simon's favor. Yeah,
it's the ground army, and actually nothing getting produced here by Simon, not even probes. And there's just maybe too many stalkers, too many mutas here for Simon to deal with. More links. Okay, getting recalled. I think it's the Archons, maybe. Yeah, it's the Archons. Actually, he made... Yeah, he hasn't started Blink. He hasn't started anything. He is on such low economy. There's just almost only one worker here mining minerals. And with this War Prism, he needs to be careful not to lose it. Because in goes some mutas, and the War Prism goes down and is looking grim here for Simon now.
Yeah, Simon's just going all in. He's like, fuck it, I'm just going across the map. Like, I'm not dealing with these mutas.
We need to look at these Purification Novas. Wait, straight in. The force fields actually saved. The shots. Purification Novas going out. But here comes Mutas from behind. And GG is going to be called. Demi going on to match point.
GG. It was those mutas again. Like they just completely caught Simon off guard, and they just kept him at home and completely took up all of his attention. Like he wasn't, like we saw, right? Like he wasn't really macroing. He wasn't really making units. Like they were just dealing too much. Yeah, we do have Demi now on match point, up 2-1 in the series.
I really hope Simon can bring it back.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, this does just kind of come down to scouting. Like each time, that Spire has gone up unnoticed, and because of that, like he just hasn't been prepared for it. Whether it is something like Spire or it could even be lurkers in another game, like he just needs to, I don't know, try and scout some. Like it was harder in that game because he had skipped sentries in the early game, so he couldn't really hallucinate Phoenix Scout. But yeah, maybe something we'll see this game, which will be on Triton.
Ooh. Ellie.
Oh, fuck.
What?
No
What?
WCS.
Hey, you forgot Game Hunt! Steal!
I don't know how I forgot it.
Steal! We need you! Need you to come break a white sneeze for forgetting. Like every time you forget Game Heart, we take $5. You have to give an extra $5 to the prize pool.
Okay.
Well, okay. Blizzard did it again. They made sure Sarah and Mari were on the opposite sides of the bracket again. So it's going to be Cyril versus Sue, Reynar versus Trap, Rogue versus Classic, and Dark versus Maru.
Oh.
For the round of 8.
Okay, here we go. Getting into potentially the final map of
It won't be.
GPO.
We're going to a game 5. We're going to a game 5. Simon's going to bring it back. He's got a cannon rush. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. What potentially might be the last map of the night, but I hope it's not. As we are on Triton, the Tritoniest of all the maps of the map pool. And spawning in the top left. One day I'm going to say top left or top right without thinking which way is left and which way is right. Spawning as the Red Protoss, hoping to come back in the series and take us to an ace match. Representing Alpha X and Vietnam, this is Justice Simon. And spawning in the bottom right, the Blue Zerg, representing OSC Elite, looking to win his 7th GPO champion. Give it up for Demi!
All right. What are we gonna see? What does Simon have to do? What does he have to do to take on someone like Demi?
Well,
Like last game, like
Blink Stalkers apparently. Game 1 is any indication. Actually, it's possibly maybe going for a different tech route other than Stargate. So I haven't really seen it being too effective. Unless he goes like something like Void Rays, then like Math's Void Rays, like early on, mints. But I mean, I highly doubt we're gonna see that.
Yeah, I feel like if he went Void Rays early on, it would get scattered from Demi though, so he could prepare for it. But you're right in the sense that like he's been going Stargate, early Stargate. He hasn't been getting too much like damage done with them. it's still been fairly useful, but maybe there is like a better opening for him. Maybe a more aggressive opening. Yeah, we will see.
Apparently didn't work as well last game, so.
Hmm.
And we're not seeing the tech choice just of okay, it's going to be Twilight Council.
Oh, quite a fast one. Yeah. I mean, you could argue that, especially last game, Justice Simon was doing really well in killing Demi's bases, like denying that third base. And you could argue that Justice Simon should have expanded earlier as that was happening, to get like a better economic lead. But yeah, we'll see. Like maybe that's something he tries to do this game. Maybe he goes like charge lot. Don't know.
Okay, not gonna get the scout with the Zergling. Have to settle for the
Overlord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna see that it's Twilight Council Robo, but actually gonna get forced away by the Stalker.
Yeah, and there is no Overlord speed this game.
Yeah, no vision of the main as well, so it's going straight into Dark Shrine. Yep, does Demi get Blind Spores? Will he pull a light VIP and go for Blind Spores?
I don't think so. I don't think he'll do it. We do see a lot of Lings though.
Okay, it's about to be finished, and the wall is not a wall!
Yeah, there's no wall there.
Okay, but he does see it with the Adept, that massive Ling, so...
Yeah.
Oh, at least he sees some Lings, so...
Okay, like he does plug off the wall. So like this is going really well for Justice Simon in the sense that like obviously this tech is unscattered, but oh my god, there are so many Lings and he's gonna bust through. He does reinforce. He does recall.
That's actually a good use of recall. I love it.
Yeah.
Get the army out as well. Nice. I've got to turn on health. Actually, no, he's not.
Ooh, nice.
With the walk gate out. With the third gate out, and still has no vision of that main.
Yeah. So this was some really good defense, like re-walling and ensuring that like he doesn't bust through. But there are a couple of blind spores. He's got one at his one at each base.
Yeah, but by the time Simon gets there, there are going to be roaches, so. Oh, that's a cancel, maybe. Okay. Well, Demi now sees that it's a DT, so. Yeah, immediately going to make him into Archons.
And he should be able to protect them. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
So going for a 2-base Archon drop, so pretty standard a while back. You did see Archon drops be a thing.
Yeah, and we should see a third coming out from Simon fairly soon. I mean, I would hope so, as he's doing this harass. At the same time, we do have Zealot legs coming down, so we are going to look at some charge lot Archon, which we haven't seen him do this series, which is nice. Like typically he's gone for Blink or Glaives.
Yeah. I mean, he did have charge lot, I think, in the first game, but he had just so many Stalkers that it didn't really matter. But actually, that's a blind. Okay, he has got protective Lings. Hey, don't try and cut down the Ling number.
Yeah, he's doing a fairly good job. Oh, as long as he doesn't lose any. Okay.
He's actually in a decent position right now. So he's actually not going to take his vote. He's going to decide to actually go for a push. Well, not massive, a push right now with charge and some immortals as well as DT. So, and sure, there's roaches on the way, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Is there an overseer? Like, will he have vision in the fights for these DTs?
Well, I'm pretty sure they're being made into Archons right now. So,
okay.
Still, Archons right now against the current army, especially with the charge lots and
yeah, there aren't very many roaches. There are quite a number of queens though, so it will be all on the transfuses. Oh, but there are just so many charge lots, and he's getting on top of all the roaches.
Yeah, getting on top of the queens as well. The transfusions, they're doing nothing. Simon, he's pushing straight off front.
He's pushing in.
The Archons still survive. One goes into low shields. Another immortal joins the fray. And now it's all up to whether Demi can hold. More Chancellors getting walked in. I think he's done it. He's pushed in. 5 more Roaches on the way now. Going to be coming through. That's all the Roaches gone. It's just a Ravager. And GG is called. We're going to an ace match.
We're going to an ace match. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, that was insane. Like,
so we could potentially see Demi not win his 7th TPO in a row. Well, the sleeper, says Demi. Get your mattresses ready, everybody. Still more has the crank rage emote when you've got a game art. Says every time you forget game heart, a Mulus loses its creepy mutant wings. Every time you forget game heart, a DT walks into your face. Kura's like, oh yeah, it did go, and that was between Azure and Demi as well.
Yeah.
All right, Light, I want you to get f***ing hyped. Are you hyped? I want to hear you hyped, Light.
I'm hyped. I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm ready for this ace match. Oh my god. All right, Simon asking for a 1-minute break. It's fine. It's understandable. It's all good.
Yeah. I mean, he's just like, so yes, I am hyped for this grand final. I am very hyped. Yes.
Very excited.
Very excited.
I cannot contain.
How does it feel to win WCS Global Finals 2018? I cannot describe the feelings I am feeling right now. Man, you thought Innovation was a robot. To be fair, I think it's just his accent that makes him.
Well, yeah, it like adds to it.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so good.
Yeah. Want to hear my Kerwin impression? Yeah, so Poggers, I went to play Terran the other day, and fucking Protoss, man, they're so OP right now, like so hard to deal with him. PogChamp.
It's okay. It's okay. I still think Yaku does the best Kerwin impression.
I know. One that sounds like Cyril.
Yeah.
I guess to do a good Kuro impression, you need to say my name with an E. It's like, Quirky, why you do this?
Quirky.
Quirky. Of course, speaking of the best observer in the world, welcome everybody to Well the Sleepers, the best sleep shop in the whole Kapulu sector, right next to Amon's I'm going to destroy everything you own shredding company. And spawning in the top right. I feel like I'm a WCS now. You know the claps that they do, the building up claps. Yeah. He represents OSC Elite and the subcontinent of India. He is Demi. And spawning in the bottom left, the Blue Protoss, hoping to upset the champ. Representing Alpha X Vietnam in the hopes and dreams of us everywhere. This is Justice Simon.
Okay. What are we gonna see? Because like one of the reasons why last game went so well for Simon was Demi skipped Overlord speed, right? So like he couldn't. Yeah, exactly. Like he couldn't scout because he didn't have Overlord speed, right? Like he had played like a little bit more greedy in comparison to like previous games that we've seen. So like I imagine he isn't going to want to cut quarters like that again and play safe. Or like again, I'm not too sure. He could just go all Mario and just like fucking
Yeah.
just play aggressive as fuck. I don't know.
I mean, it's also the. I mean, once again, we're talking about how Simon didn't scout the meters. Debbie didn't scout anything.
Yeah,
Until
yeah,
way too
exactly.
late.
Oh, and we do see a probe from Simon sneaking around, maybe going to throw down a pylon. I'm not too sure. I can't imagine how Simon feels like right now because
Yeah.
like he even requested a break before. Like this is as far as he's ever gone before,
Yeah.
right? And not only that, he's like one of the few who has taken Demi to an ace match, right? Like he's been fairly dominant.
Yeah, and I mean, the other being a 0 and having Simon knock him out in the losers final as well. I think you got to be brewing with overconfidence, but with so much nerves as well. It's like playing in GSL. You got to be like, oh, what am I going to do now? I hope make sure you double check everything.
Yeah, I can imagine so. And here we see Demi going for that overlord speed. So he doesn't want to be caught off guard like last game. He wants to make sure that he knows exactly what's happening. In saying that, though, Justice Simon is doing the best he can to attack and you know, push away this overlord.
And there's actually no other overlords in the area, so that's his only scouting overlord. He already has Stalker there in case it decides to go in, and it's going in now. It is Dark Shrine again, and I think he's going to see it. So he should be more. Yeah. I mean, he did see the Dark Templars before they came out, so he's going to be expecting Archon drops again.
And yeah, he should be better prepared this game than he was last game. To be fair, like last game, like he had a spore at each base. He had a bunch of queens as well. Like he did seem like he was set, and regardless, Justice Simon was able to do as much as he could with them and end up winning the game. So we'll see if Demi like switches things up when it comes to his Archon defense.
And what's in the Archons as well was the charge lots.
Yeah, true.
But Roach Warren going down for Demi already. Spores as well in case it's DTs. Prism already out on the map.
Yeah, and that's already the biggest difference is like he is getting 16 lanes, but this is far less than he had last game, and he is trying to get those roaches out earlier to defend against those Archons. But I don't think they'll be out in time.
I don't think so as well, and he's going straight for the DTs.
Yeah. And I don't think there's an Overseer ready, but
yeah, he can't go and attack the third with it, so he's going to change him into Archons. Of course he does.
Oh no, the other Archons are going to get caught out. Oh my god.
Oh no!
Are they going to finish?
One does finish. Okay, one does finish, so it's not too bad. Means you just have to make 2 more, which he has got the gas available for it, so, and which he is making now, just making sure. But
that's
one
not
Archon
ideal.
is still enough.
Yeah, but already losing 1 Archon before any of the harass starts. Oof. And he does need to be careful because the shields are already pretty low for this Archon.
Let's get a couple of damage onto the Lings and an Overlord. Getting his fair now, so he's looking not to push out, I think, in this one.
Yeah.
Plus 1 as well. Charge is just getting started. So looking to get into a more macro-oriented game.
Yeah. This is a relatively fast third compared to previous matches where he does tend to stay on 2 bases far longer. So I really like this. Being more economic oriented.
And then we will see that third is getting started, so may see the Lings decide to go and charge, but there is an Archon and 2 Zealots there, so not probably the best idea to go and try and cancel that.
And we do see a Hydralisk then coming down from Demi. A little bit more standard. Typically, we would have seen like a Spire go down by now instead of that Hydralisk then. So we will be seeing this Roach Ravager Hydra potentially into Lurkers, which we haven't really seen him get into like the swing of things with that kind of army composition. So this is definitely something that Simon needs to scout and see. So then he can.
Lurkers again.
Yeah. He needs to scout this to be able to get out robo units like Disruptors or Colossus or something to combat this. Because with like a regular gateway army, like it's so hard to fight against lurkers.
Or mass immortals.
Yeah, or mass immortals that can work.
I mean,
as well.
you should see it with these heroic phoenixes. So
it depends which way they go. Okay, he does scout out the main.
Does see the Hydra Den, and I think he saw the Lurker Den as well, so knows that's going to be coming up. Gonna start getting Immortals, getting the High Templar as well for Storms.
Yeah, immediately throwing down that Templar Archive. So he will be going for Storms, I imagine.
I mean, you already have the DTs for Archons.
Yeah, true.
I mean, Demi now has Demi now has his fourth up and running.
Likewise, Simon has his third. Hopefully getting his fourth soon. I'm not too sure. But the Lurker Den is finishing up.
Does that manage to take out that Overseer? I don't think there's another one there. No, there isn't. Just plain old Overlords. As Simon does see that these rocks are getting broken, so should know that there should be a defense coming.
Yeah, Demi is getting ready to push out. Like he's already got like how many 7 lurkers ready? And yeah, like this is looking scary. Right now, like we don't do we have Storm finished up or
I don't think he even started Storm.
I don't know if that's a mistake. Like he hasn't really thrown down, he hasn't made use of his Templar archives yet. And the push is coming. Like he's not gonna wait. And I don't know. Like does he have an observer? At least does he have an oracle?
Yeah. He has an observer, so he knows where these lurkers are. He has the observer with his army. There is an overseer, so Hydralisk can pick him off.
Yeah.
Force me out straight onto the lurker. I'm sorry, that's funny. So I was just wondering if a lurker decides to go. Oh, almost losing an immortal there. That's so key. Does manage to force field a couple of.
Yeah, there's a force hitting his natural as well, which is why he recalled.
Oh, he recalled.
Oh my god. Yeah, 9 workers go down.
Okay, for now, it's just the siege coming in from Demi, trying to pull away this army. And +2 on the way for both players. Ranged upgrades.
Yeah, he has High Templar, but he doesn't have Storm, right? Like, does he think he reached Storm?
He should know by now.
Oh god, because again, like I don't like the chances of this army against lurkers. Like it feels like he can't do much with them. Like he has the High Templar, but
Hello? Simon.
Simon, no. Oh god.
No.
I'm pretty sure he forgot Storm. Not like this.
Yes.
Simon, please.
Oh no.
If he does time out, we will resume from replay.
I think he's just completely looked off, like, I'm done.
It's possible. It's possible.
Demi winning his no. I mean, he looks. I mean, if he kept on the siege there and started researching Storm, it would have been alright.
I think because of how long it takes Storm to finish, I think he probably would have lost his third by the time Storm finished. Like, I don't think there's anything stopping Demi from like inching ever so closer.
Yeah, I think he logged off and was like, nah, I'm good. Ooh.
Okay. He's on his way back.
His internet just cut out.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew! You gonna tell him that he didn't research Storm? Be like, oh.
Okay, hold on. How do we do this? Do I have to make... Okay, okay.
We're watching a replay! Yay! Is this how you do? I've never actually done a lobby.
There's a
replay.
recover replay option, which I've just entered.
Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, we have Kuro in the background going, "This is how you do it!"
Okay. I'm gonna start it. It does. It counts us in to the thing.
It's great.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like we start the game and immediately he starts Storm.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh shit." To be honest, I'm half expecting that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
2, 1. All right, we're back. All right. Straight into the engagement. All right. Didn't start Storm. Immediately starts 3 Immortals. Does manage to get... this engagement is not looking good. Now probably realizes he doesn't have Storm. The Warp Prism Micro is there. There's so many Immortals. And they could actually push back. The Observer is still alive. Going down. Actually, going to be taking out the Lurkers into the front line. The Warp Prism Micro is there. Simon, can he break through? The Immortal...
He doesn't have vision. The Observer got sniped.
Oh, no. I think he may have to give up this third. +2 almost done. Spire on the way now from Demi. Oh, these Immortals. They're going to be going down. Maybe the Hydras. They're pushing in. It's one cannon. A Warp Pit of Zealots. And a Probe in a Warp Prism. But oh no, the natural gets decimated and GG is going to be called. Demi is your 7-time GPO champion.
GG. Oh my god. Should I even ask? Of course he forgot Storm. there were so many High Templar just auto-attacking the army. GG.
GG, well played indeed. So Hard luck there, done by Simon. Yeah, Simon, you did try your best, and you did amazing.
Yeah, he did. He did. This was like a run that we would have never expected coming out of Simon. Like,
yeah.
He took down some of the best in Australia. He took it all the way to the ace match for Demi. Potentially, like, again, like, I imagine it came down to nerves, but like forgetting something like Storm, like if he hadn't done that, this could have been a game. Like he wouldn't have died at that moment for sure. Like the game would have continued. Yeah, really well played.
And well, with that, we're gonna end GPO number 7 today. Once again, congratulations to Demi, being the 7th-time GPO champion. And with that, we'll say our goodbyes as well. Like, where can we find you?
You can find me at light_VIP on Twitter and light_VIP on Twitch. I've started streaming again. Back to laddering. It's been like almost 2 months since like the Singapore trip, where I haven't really been playing as much. But yeah, I'm getting back into it. And
Totoro,
it's been
stop
good.
Distracting Totoro. Totoro, stop distracting Light from laddering.
Yeah. And Quirky, where can we find you?
You can find me at QuirkyCast on Twitter, also QuirkyCast on Twitch. Don't forget, Roadcal semi-finals going to be happening on twitch.tv/SumSoftOCE. And with that, don't forget to watch Light's, Yaku's, and Kuro's playthrough of Divinity Original Sin 2. It's a really great game. Nice RPG. I love it.
Yeah. You're making a campaign, are you?
I was trying to, then I realized I don't know how to, so I'm going to import one. I'm going to run you guys through it.
Okay. Fair
and
enough.
Also, thank you to our observer today, Krupp, the hero of the wasteland, the information fairy, the sneakiest Polish ninja. Follow her on Twitter at the 16th Squad Senseki, also on Twitch at 16th Squad Senseki as well. And with that, we shall bid you a farewell and adieu, a Friedersen. I can't. I say it now. I was trying to say goodbye. Oh, sorry. It's at 16 Squad S on Twitter. But with that, we will say our goodbyes, and we'll see you on Wednesday. VTL on Wednesday, round 7.
Yes, the final round of the round robin.
The final round before playoffs. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yep. Ooh. So follow that, and with that,
if you want to see more of players like Justice Simon, he does compete in VTL. So if you want to follow players like that, then come tune in on Wednesday. We'll be there.
And don't forget, Embassy, a certain number on Friday. Sign up for that. And with that, have a nice night, and we'll see you next time.